Hello everybody, Finnewan here. And hold on, let me just making sure that was working right there. Here I am again, back with Graveyard Keeper, and I just kind of wanted to point out a little bit here about the introduction screen, I would call it. I decided to put my face down here so that you can see more of the game. I don't think anything pops up here on the bottom left side of the corner unless it's just something I can see over here. But you know, as I mentioned before, games by Lazy Bear Games is published by Tiny Build. But the screen, back to what I was originally talking about, like, you know, here's the graveyard, here is the morgue in which I work at. I just kind of noticed that it does have a similar layout to the game, for the exception of, like, there's supposed to be like a farm, like a wheat field in between here. And then I guess this might be Witch Hill, I'm not quite sure. And I just noticed, like, oh, there's a little cave, and then there's like a little dead man hanging here. But alright, let's get back to the gameplay here. Just wanted to point that out, because I just noticed it when I booted up the game today. And then while that's happening, I want to check on something. Alright, should be loading up. Alright, so where we last left off, I decided to reload the game from a certain point because I goofed up and picking the wrong technology, because I want to get the soft spares instead of the hard spares. But sadly, I don't remember what I was going to do, what I did in between that to get to that point. So let's get digging. Let's get some more points so I can get my 10 and it's a 10 and 10. Just get a few trees here, that's all I really need. Because, like, it's all the little tasks you do here and there will help you build up these points to get you the technologies. Like, there are certain things you can do to get more points one way or the other. It's just like, for example, if you want to get a lot of green points, I can show you that real quick. Come on, get in there. There we go. Alright. So one good way to get green points is we look for some vines, and here's a good example of it right here. I might actually need a technology to do that. Possibly. I just kind of want to check the missions, not missions, the NPCs here real quick, so that I can kind of multitask, because it is, I don't even know what you would call that, a extender picker upper day. Because I kind of forgot what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do, but what to do in the meantime while I'm doing this other stuff. But yeah, I guess there is a way to pick those vines. I don't know if I need a technology for it. Oh, here we go. Maybe that was just, I just couldn't get to that one. So see there, I picked that and I got 4 or 5 green from that. So let's go back this way. Let's get the soft spares. Alright, so when we get a new body, I'm going to show why getting the soft spares as your first technology in that tree is more important than the hard spares there. And also, I should take in consideration not to consume too much energy, because when you have to deal with the bodies that keep on coming in every so often, periodically, you need enough energy to be able to deal with those. I do notice the game volume is a little low, so I'm gonna bump that up a little bit. Oh, not that one. So while that's happening, I'm going to pick some berries. So as I mentioned before, this is a good source of initial spare energy. And you can also pick up mushrooms. The only downside of mushrooms is they hurt your health a little bit, but if you're not fighting a lot, that's really not going to be too much of a big deal there. So usually, my last gameplay of this, usually the body came during around this time. I don't know if it sets it differently depending on how you start out the game or not, but I think it's just probably not going to come tonight. So I'm just going to use up the rest of my energy, and I'm going to hit the hay early. So let's get all that in there. What I should do with the flesh, what I normally do with the flesh, is I store it in the chest over on the other side. And let's check on something real quick. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of paranoid about one thing. Yeah, this looks a good time to sleep. There's a chest in the graveyard in which you can store stuff too, and I like to keep all the... I saw 7 there. That's different. I like to keep in the spare parts and my tools I need over there in the graveyard over there, so that it's just conveniently over there. If that makes sense. I'm sorry if I like said the same thing like 5 times. Now here it's Green Beetle Day. I don't know what else to call it, honestly. I should definitely make up some name system for these days, because it's just like, I mean, I got Moon Day, and I like to call that one Sunday, because that is like a church day, and most religious practices and such happen on Sunday for most denominations, I believe. So, you know, Sunday, I gotta go fix my shovel. Moon Day, I guess, is what technically I would consider Saturday. Male? Is that female? Wow, I can't remember. That's female. Female Day, I guess, is Monday. Oh, wait, no, not that one. There we go. I guess I'm gonna call that Tuesday for the 2 prongs. This is Wednesday. Wait, it's only 6, so there's no... I don't know. I always thought there was always 7 days for some reason in this game. I've just come to the realization that there's only 6 days. There we go. Alright, I mean, as I mentioned before, I should conserve energy. But I just kind of want to clear up some of this initial stuff. And just kind of give you an idea as far as the energy things. I like to do this. And I'll just put those energy potions there just in case. And I don't need to carry these everywhere with me. Actually, you know what? I'll do this. Let me pick some more of these energy consumption things. Nope. I don't like it when I do that. I waste a little bit of energy. Oh, no. Ah, so I did it again. So now we got flowers. You can eat flowers, and I think you might be able to use flowers to cook stuff with as well. Oh, there we go. Not enough energy, so let's eat one of those. Now, I might have hampered myself in the sense of I might not even have enough energy of all the stuff that I have down here to take care of a body if the body does come tonight. There is a lot of strange unknown rules about the whole body system, I think. Because I did some reading here and there to kind of figure out some of the stuff, because some of the stuff in my last gameplay I was just completely unsure about. Because I think one thing is, like, if you don't fully bury a body, the game will recognize that as there's already a, like, if there's already a body that's not taken care of, the donkey won't transfer another body. So it's like I should have received a body either last night or this night, but surprisingly not yet. So the next day is going to be Mail Day, which, if I recall, does something special happen on Mail Day? No. So honestly, I won't be able to take care of any of this stuff. I probably should be working on this right here for Episcop. I don't know how to pronounce that, but because if anything, it's pretty crucial, I believe, to get money rolling, and the graveyard and the church are a good way of producing money. I mean, I haven't really experimented with farming too much, and I don't know if like selling stuff to the people in the village will give you a lot of money from all the stuff that you farm. Oh yeah, by the way, I did modify my settings in the program I used to record, so that it shouldn't be choppy anymore. So, with the fog effect, you know, last time I think one of the videos was a little choppy, but looking pretty good now. So yeah, as I mentioned, I should be taking care of this first, just because this is the only mission or quests or objective that I have at the moment that I have something I could do with. I guess while I'm here, I might as well explain this whole number system too. So, the way it works is, I got a little junky there, sorry. You see that there's these skulls here, and the way it works is that you get good ratings based on how many of these, like, how many of, it's like a, I don't even know what words to say, but the idea is you want to make this grave look as good as possible, and for some reason it looks better, the grave looks better when the body is prepared better. That's one aspect of it. And there's also a gravestone which makes it look better, and then there's a fence you can put around to make it look better. And there's like a maximum amount of rating you can get per these to make the graveyard look good, if that makes any sense. So like for example, all these graves look pretty bad. Even having this stuff around here makes the graveyard look bad. So you kind of just want to like make the graveyard look good. You want to put good looking bodies in the graves. You want the graves to look nice. And I guess the nicer the graveyard looks, the more money you make on church services. And church services will happen a little bit later once you unlock certain objectives with the, once you become a prior, according to the that one church guy here. So now we're at -20, so it's not so bad. Oh yeah, while I'm here, I might as well put that in there. So I kind of wish I had a good one, because like the way this works is like this body was prepared poorly, but it could have had a really good rating with it. It would honestly be best if I just got a fresh body and I could show you how to work that the best way possible. The Inquisitor. I've just seen the Inquisitor right over nearby. Go up the path to Witch Hill. Oh, sorry, he'll kill me or even worse. Calm down. I'll go distract him. Maybe I'll find something on that hill that will help me get home. Okay, so I kind of forget that you have to go to some places to unlock certain. Nope, here's the donkey. Ooh. Oh, okay, so on Mail Day, that's when you go talk to the Inquisitor, and he opens up some objectives and a quest line there for you. But I think at a certain time, you can't talk to him after that. So let's actually take care of this body first, so I can explain what I was talking about before. So you'll see here, throw on the autopsy table. You notice that this body only has a rating of 3. Not so great. Now what you can do is you can, for every normal skull you have, that's what you want. You want to get rid of the red skulls. So what you can do is you can take out blood, and blood will, oh, that should say no there. And blood will get rid of a red skull. Some extra energy. There we go. So when you do that, now you got 3 skulls. Now fat will also get rid of a red skull too. Flesh, I don't remember exactly what it does, but so once you get rid of all the red skulls or obtain extra white skulls, you then want to come over here and bury the body. So what you gotta do is go here and create a grave site. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start out putting all the bad bodies down here, not gonna have enough energy, so I'm just gonna have to do it like this. Usually just, I guess you can use those potions whenever you want, but for this, I'm just gonna use it like that. So the way this works is that this has a rating of 0. So at best, I can only get a 3 rating out of this graveyard, which is okay, but I just don't really have anything to make it look any better. So let's head on back, because I do want to get some useful rest. And I think I'm going to have to take care of that dealing with the Inquisitor guy. I think I have all, I can work with him any day, but the way he works is you can only talk to him during on mail day. So I'm actually going to run over there now and see if I can do anything with this guy. And I guess since I am heading this way anyways, I can go to town, get that burial certificate turned in. Okay, so this is where you're supposed to meet the Inquisitor, so I guess I can only see him. It's closed until mail day, so I guess I won't be able to deal with that until next mail day there. So, I mean, since I'm already over here, I might as well head to town. And I forgot to turn in the blood into that one chest, because I don't really need to carry it with me. And there goes the donkey. So that means there's going to be another body I'm going to have to prepare. So what I'm going to do is just quickly do some dealings here in town. Oh yeah, I forgot to come back to this guy. So let's sell this. I did see that go down, so I guess I have to buy stuff from him to make him tier up. I didn't really pay attention to that to my last gameplay. Let's pick these berries. Now the thing with flowers, the flowers they can also give you energy too, but the weird thing about flowers is you can only stack them per color. So I usually just like to pick the, nothing against any flower colors or anything, but it's just like white is easier to pick out against a field of green, and there just happens just to be a lot of white flowers around, so like, see, I already got 11. So yeah, he does, the donkey does kind of get there around the turn dawn, something like that. And there's just a lot of little things that, what's my technology looking like? 1730, 17 red, 30 green. Donkey, yep, I was gonna say the donkey should be there by now. So let's go turn in this. The game kind of also puts you into a certain rhythm too. Let's extract the fat this time so that I can balance out my resources. Should have kind of prepped these two, because I am going to get a few bodies before. Alright, so let's get you in here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I should be careful about my durability of my equipment too, because it'd be a waste of a trip to run all the way over here and then not be able to take care of it, because my shovel's about to break. Alright, so we got those taken care of. Where's my shovel at? It is pretty low. So when I wake up in the morning, I should repair that. But, I mean, I will be explaining a lot of little different things here and there throughout this gameplay, but if anyone does have any questions about anything specifically, I would be more than happy to explain what I know so far. And I will also be happy to post links to certain threads that where I found some of my information so that y'all can glean information from that too. Because there's just a lot so far. I mean, hopefully once they get the final release going here, hopefully they add a lot of little more tutorials and more information for users to just know what to do. Because I did get frustrated with some things about just like, what do I do about this, that, all that jazz. So right now it is Sunday. I think, I mean, this week was kind of, I took my time this week to get stuff done, so I really didn't clean up the graveyard too much, because I have to get to 5, I believe. Yeah, I gotta get to 5, a radiant 5. He should be, there he is. Like with the amount of energy that I have at the moment, and with the resources I do have, I don't think I can even get this to a good rating right now. It's like these two bodies are pretty good. Like I can make this a 5 rating by extracting blood and fat from that body. And say I get this to a 6 rating if I was able to do that. But the thing is, it's like since these bodies are in here, I can't get them out unless I pay money to the Royal Services. You have to get a certificate through them to be able to exhume a body, and I think that cost is like silver and 75 copper. I already talked to this guy about that, so can't really do much today about this. I mean, I guess I could expend some energy to make these better. Honestly, like I'll be happy to put effort towards this grave just because I can make this, like once I am able to exhume that body, I can put it back in here and make this a 6 rating, which I think at most I could get 4 out of it, which is pretty good for early game. And I know that I did like a -2 here by just digging up a grave and not putting anything in it, but that just kind of sets me up for my next body that comes in. Now this one's the same scenario, so I'll be happy to fix this one up as well. Fences are pretty useful. The graveyard stones are pretty useful early on. But like for example, I'm not going to go to the effort to fix up. Now that I think about it, I probably should just fix up these stone graves too. So you see here, it says adds 1 prestige, I guess you could call it, out of 3, which is pretty good. So, but you need 2 of them to fix that up. And you only need 1 for this. So okay, so I'm gonna fix this gravestone. I'm gonna fix that stone fence. So now we're at -12. Let's see, I'll fix this one. I think that's all the wooden fences that I have. The stone cross is really good too. I probably should have fixed that one. Like I should have prioritized that one out instead of doing those 2 gravestones. But I mean, since I already have 1 more wood repair, might as well use it. Wooden markers are so useless though. But, oh well. Let's just use up my energy so that I just get that rating up as much as I can. So -9. Not bad. Let's head to bed because it's getting to that prime time of sleep. Now what I could be doing is I could be cooking stuff in the meantime to help myself get that extra energy throughout the days if I need that spurt of extra energies. And early on, I think one good method is, because right now it is female day. There's just an actress, but I can't really do anything with her just because I need 5 faith, and I can't get faith until I open up the church to become a prior. What's that sound? Now this guy you'll meet later on. I actually haven't really had the chance to interact with him, but I think he might be Snake. I forgot to read his dialogue, but basically he comes every green day, the green beetle day that I mentioned before. Looks like I can remove this blockage and fortify the arch. And you need this stuff to do that. Costs 70 energy to take care of it. So since today is just kind of like a waste day, I might as well just clear this out, get the resources from it. You see that you get a lot of wheat here, and that's kind of like a good stuff to cook early on to get that extra early game energy. I am lacking those red points, so this is a good idea, I think. Now, you know, as I mentioned before, you'll develop a rhythm when you play this game. It's like at first, it's going to be kind of slow, just because you're just figuring stuff out. Just make sure I have enough energy just to clear this out. 2, come on. 2. I'm just eating grapes, berries, because those will grow back every so often, anyways. And speaking of, let's go check to see if more of them grew. And you see that I cut this tree down earlier this game, and you see that it's already growing back, so... It's kind of sad that I have to spend energy to pick energy here too. There we go. Come on. I'm just going to expend mushrooms just to get more mushrooms. Whoops. Alright. I mean, I might as well pick them and get those extra energy points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's give you 3 energy. That's actually pretty nifty. And you can hold down F to do stuff, which kind of speeds up a little bit, but you can sometimes accidentally interact with the wrong thing and waste energy on that. Alright, so my plan tomorrow is going to be I'm gonna call that Tuesday. I'm just gonna call that Tuesday. I'm already making names for these, so see, on Tuesday nothing really happens. So just double check here to make sure the donkey's not coming. And since I'm already down here, I might as well expend whatever energy I have left just to pick stuff. Alright. But I think this will actually be a good point to stop as well. Oh yeah. I don't know if I could destroy these barrels. Nope. It's like there are some parts in town in which you can destroy stuff and get extra items. And I'll explore that in the next episode and show you that real quick. But as I mentioned, this will be, I'm gonna put a pause to the episode here. So if you guys like what's going on, comment, like, subscribe. If you want to know some more tips and tricks or just some links to tutorials that kind of help you get started in this game and know what's going on, I'll be more than happy to link those for you. But other than that, I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.